Mother's Day. Everyone loves their mama, so why let your mother suffer another day with that old device of hers? Hook mom up with a brand new iPhone 13 for a penny at Appalachian Wireless. 1 penny for an iPhone 13 on a 2-year contract with the Mix and Match or Appalachian Unlimited plan. Offer good in stores only and good through May 17th. Terms and conditions may apply. Your mom deserves the best. Come see us today. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Ashley Tackett Lafferty's record in Frankfurt is proof that we can count on her to defend traditional mountain values in working families. She votes to protect life, strengthen education, support first responders, and protect our Second Amendment. That's why she's been endorsed by teachers, coal miners, police officers, and the NRA. Ashley Tackett Lafferty is our trusted voice in the Kentucky House. Re-elect Ashley Tackett Lafferty. She fights for us.
Why is this man so happy? He's got Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank.
Jennifer Burke Elliott, attorney at law, is here to assist you with all your legal needs. From car wrecks to family law to general wills and deeds, she can help you sort through your legal issues. Jennifer has practiced law for over 30 years and is ready, willing, and able to guide you through the process. Jennifer Burke Elliott is located at 107 South Arnold Avenue in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, inside the historic Harkins building. Call 886-9937 to set up your appointment.
You have worked hard for this day, years and years, and it's finally here. Graduation Day. To all graduates, Appalachian Wireless would like to say congratulations. Celebrate with a brand new iPhone 13 for a penny. 1 penny for an iPhone 13 on a 2-year contract with a Mix and Match or Appalachian Unlimited plan. Offer good in stores only and good through May 17th. Terms and conditions apply. You'll make connections moving forward, graduates, so go with Appalachian Wireless where your connection matters most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome the graduating class of 2024.
Please remain standing for the posting of the colors. Welcome to the 24th commencement of the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine and for the 5th time, the Kentucky College of Optometry. You may be seated. This is a very special occasion in the lives of our students, their families, the university, and the thousands of families these graduates will one day serve. At this ceremony, we will recognize a tremendous group of physician and optometric servants. But even more importantly, we celebrate the more than 2 million people throughout Central Appalachia and beyond who are being served by the alumni of the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Kentucky College of Optometry. This is a great day, and we are pleased and honored that you are present with us this morning. At this time, I would like to invite Morgan E. Peters, KYCO class of 2024, to lead us in the invocation. Please bow your heads for the invocation. Morgan.
Good morning. Please join me for a moment of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we gather here today to celebrate the accomplishments of so many hardworking individuals. We thank you for the family and friends that have supported and encouraged us throughout this process. And we thank you for the educators and supportive staff members that have taken so much time to invest in our success over the last few years. We thank you for the cherished memories and lifelong friendships that have developed in each class represented here today. Most importantly, we thank you, God, for your loving and guiding hand in our lives. I pray that we take the skills and knowledge that have been poured into us and use it to benefit others in whatever way you see fit. Please continue to direct our paths as we transition into a new phase of life. Remind us to never stop learning in our careers and to never stop showing compassion for those that we are privileged to serve. We pray all of this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Morgan. Good morning. It's wonderful to see everybody this morning. I have the privilege of introducing our platform party and some of our distinguished guests. To my right, to my left, starting off with Dr. Joe Kingery, Dean of the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Renee Reeder, Dean of the Kentucky College of Optometry. Dr. Laura Griffin, Associate Dean of Osteopathic Principles and Practices Integration and Chair of the OPP Department. Dr. Joey Hammond, President of the Kentucky Optometric Association. Dr. Logan Richhart, Trustee and Kentucky College of Optometry alum. To my right, Dr. Burton Webb, University President. Dr. Tim Robinson, our commencement speaker today. Mr. Lynn Parrish, Vice Chairman, University of Pikeville, Board of Trustees. I would like to recognize several groups of individuals who have played a role in our graduates' lives throughout their career here at the university. The first is our group of faculty from our Kentucky College of Optometry. Thank you for your tenacity and grit. We are proud of your accomplishments. The faculty of the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine are also critical. Not only have you supported our medical students, many of you have also taught basic sciences to the students in the Kentucky College of Optometry. Thank you for your willingness to serve. I would like to ask our faculty who are on stage this morning to please stand, and let's congratulate them and thank them for their service. Thank you to the staff in Student Affairs, the Registrar's Office, Business Office, and so many other support departments on our campus. It takes a team of committed employees to ensure that success can be demonstrated, and they have invested in your lives as students. A special thank you to our university trustees that without your leadership and financial support, we would not be seated here today. This morning, we have with us our president's spouse, Dr. Kay Webb. Kay, would you please stand? Thank you. And as I came in, I saw the founding dean of the Kentucky College of Optometry, Dr. Mike Bacigalupi, and his wife, Kelly. Mike and Kelly, would you please stand for us to thank you for your service at UPike? Thank you. Dr. Webb.
On the inside of the program, you will find a brief history of the university, the mission statements of both the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Kentucky College of Optometry. More than 20 years ago, a small group of visionary leaders gathered to discuss an audacious idea, to start a medical college in the heart of Central Appalachia. This achievement would not have been met without the investment of time, talent, and treasure from people throughout our region. We are deeply grateful to everyone who has gone before us and laid down the path that we now walk with mingled confidence and gratitude. Our medical college continues to be a national leader in healthcare education. We rank among the nation's best in categories such as production of primary care physicians, rural medicine, and affordability. We are producing outstanding world-class doctors. Then, just a few years ago, another group of visionary leaders gathered to consider whether a college of optometric medicine could attract the same kind of talent as the medical school. Again, the committed support of a few people made the difference, and the Kentucky College of Optometry was formed. This is the 5th class of students to graduate from KYCO, and your legacy of excellence and service are building a critical foundation for years to come. Seated on the platform with us is the future of the University of Pikeville. In just a few short years, we will add dental medicine to the programs offered at the university. Dr. Keaton is actually not with us this morning, but we want to thank her for her vision and work on behalf of the Kentucky College of Dental Medicine. We cannot wait to welcome those students to this platform in a few years' time. As the population ages, healthcare changes will result in an increased demand for medical care. Each of you sitting before us today has an incredible opportunity. You have the chance to change lives and impact society for the good of all humanity. So, after your many sleepless nights preparing for block exams, clinical rotations, board exams, and undoubtedly thousands of cups of heavily caffeinated coffee, we think you're ready. An important part of this ceremony is the hooding of these new physicians and optometrists. As you watch the program for the name of your graduate, be sure to look up to the screen. You will be able to see your student receive their hood just a few moments before their name is called and they walk across the stage. When the time comes, direct your attention to the monitor to see your graduate receive their hood. But what is the significance of the hood? The academic hood was originally a functional garment worn to shield the head of the scholar from the elements. In the English tradition, it has developed into an often bright and decorative garment only worn on special occasions. But the tradition of the hood can be traced back further into biblical times. The Old Testament prophet Elijah passed on to his student Elisha his mantle or hood, and with it, the ability to serve both God and his fellow humans. In the modern world, the hood projects a distinguished image. It has different colors on it representing the degree and the college. The velvet lining denotes the discipline of the degree. For example, these hoods have Kelly green, which represents medicine, or seafoam green, which represents optometry. It is also lined with two colors of silk, which represent the colors of the college or university which grants the degree. Black and orange are the university colors of the University of Pikeville. And today, we are proud to bestow hoods on each of these graduates. I would also like to recognize some very special people who had a strong hand in molding our graduates as caring and responsible people long before they arrived in Pikeville. Many of you are the parents, grandparents, siblings, and spouses of our graduating students. We want to thank you for the many ways in which your support for these graduates has made a difference in their lives. I am certain that without your help, they would not have made it to this place and time. We know you are proud. You deserve to be. And we are equally proud of these young physicians and optometrists.
Next, I would like to introduce the Dean of the Kentucky College of Optometry, Dr. Renee Reeder. After a national search, the University of Pikeville selected Dr. Reeder as the next Kentucky College of Optometry Dean. She is an innovative leader who keeps students, our clinical and curriculum experiences, and our innovative scope of practice at the center of what we do. Renee contributes not only to the University of Pikeville, but she is also involved in the community and is widely respected by professional optometric organizations across the country and across the world. Renee and her daughter Rachel are wonderful to UPike and our community. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome and join Dr. Renee Reeder, the Dean of the Kentucky College of Optometry.
Thank you, Dr. Worth. Today's an awesome day. We come together to celebrate our 5th class here at KYCO. These 55 students began their time at KYCO back in 2020, spread out with social distancing, in masks. I don't think I saw their faces for about a year and a half. You learned all your techniques, masked and gloved, and sanitizing every single little piece of equipment, to the point that in contact lens lab, the labels literally peeled off the bins that we were using. It was a tough time. Many classes were online. Some of you suffered incredible loss, but you stood beside each other. You persevered, you grew, and today you become doctors of optometry. You put up with me first year, reminding you to keep the microbes in their buckets. And then in second year, buckets again, with all the corneal dystrophies and all those genetics that go along with that. You put up with me reminding you that it's rare until it's in your chair. And we discussed how being a good listener and diagnostician could help you not only save eyes, but lives. As third years, you were finally in clinic, and we still struggled with quarantines and trying to figure out ways to keep each of you on track through it all. But again, you persevered. You held strong. Finally, fourth year, no more online, all in person, all clinic, all the time. You've honed your skills. You've cared for patients, more than 107,000 of them. You've battled through boards, beating the national average, and 1/4 of you have distinguished yourselves with residencies. You have developed into the clinicians that you were called to be, a calling to make a difference in patients' lives. You in a profession that is a small one, family of about 48,000 across the country. And you have been trained at the highest scope in the state where it's only the 2nd out of 12 with the expanded therapeutics. As our population ages, there is a great need for your care. The impact you will make is far-reaching. It's been an incredible 4 years, and it's been a privilege to walk with you through the journey. And from class to lab to clinic, and now as your dean. It's hard for me to believe it's been 4 years, and I'm sure you feel the same. In this short window, you have made incredible friendships, and they will be your friends for life. You'll find ways to connect because no one else knows this journey that you've been on better than your classmates. Your classmates aren't the only ones whose shoulders you can lean on. Your faculty and I will still be here for that call, email, or DM about a complex patient, whether it's a lens design question for me, the latest drug question for Dr. Blankenship, or a challenging peds case for Dr. Fitz. We're here. We hope you'll come back for alumni events and continuing ed, because you will always be a part of the KYCO family. To our UPLAG family administration and board of trustees, thank you for believing in KYCO and for making us a vision of hope. I am so proud of each and every one of you. You will make a difference. You already are. This profession is so blessed to have you to lead the way. Your patients and your communities will be better for the impact you will have on them. It's time for a new journey to begin. Good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.
Dr. Joe Kingery serves as the Dean of the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine. Finishing out his 3rd year as Dean, Dr. Kingery has his experiences both in teaching and leadership and has been instrumental in the success of our medical school. Along with his wife, Beth, Dr. Kingery has worked diligently to maintain accreditation for KYCOM, support our clinical faculty, and continue expanding research initiatives. We're so grateful for his leadership. Please help me welcome Dr. Joe Kingery to the platform.
Thank you, Provost Worth. The university is truly fortunate to have such talented leadership in its president, provost, and board of trustees, and to have their support for our College of Osteopathic Medicine. Since the first class entered what was known as the Pikeville College School of Osteopathic Medicine in 1997, our medical school has graduated 1,965 osteopathic physicians. Today, we surpass 2,000 graduates from the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine. We have the honor of adding 120 new graduates for a total of 2,085. Many of our KYCOM graduates enter primary care residencies each year. That number this year is 92, or 76%, and 18 have chosen to go into pediatrics, an all-time high. In addition, several of our graduates elect to pursue other medical and surgical specialties. Among them are anesthesiology, general surgery, psychiatry, obstetrics and gynecology, general surgery, diagnostic radiology, ophthalmology, and osteopathic neuromusculoskeletal medicine. Whether entering primary care or another specialty, an impressive percentage of our graduates from KYCOM have chosen to practice in underserved areas. Approximately a third remain in Appalachian regions of the country, and almost a third choose to practice in rural areas across the United States. KYCOM's graduates are fulfilling our mission and keeping the promise made when the doors opened approximately 27 years ago. The osteopathic medical profession was established in the 19th century by Andrew Taylor Still, a visionary Midwestern MD physician. Dr. Still stated, "To find health should be the object of the doctor. Anyone can find a disease." One of my favorite quotes in medicine actually comes from the movie Patch Adams, and it's something I know you have seen in your clinical rotations. You treat a disease, you win, you lose. You treat a person, I guarantee you, you'll win no matter the outcome. KYCOM class of 2024, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you. Your accomplishments are a testament to your unwavering commitment to excellence, your passion for healing, and your desire to serve others. Each of you has demonstrated the qualities of a true healer, embodying the principles of osteopathic medicine with integrity and empathy. As you embark on the next phase of your journey, I urge you to carry with you the lessons you have learned here. Remember the importance of empathy in patient care, the value of collaboration in advancing medical science, and the significance of lifelong learning in an ever-evolving field. But most importantly, never lose sight of the impact you can have on the lives of others. Never stop listening to your patients and their families. Never forget osteopathic principles in practice. Never forget that a degree in osteopathic medicine is much more than an accumulation of years of hard work and a fancy piece of paper. It's a covenant, a pledge to respond sincerely to the medical needs of your patients in their entirety as human beings. I ask that you always treat the person no matter what else. As you go forth from here, remember that you're not alone. You are part of a larger community of healers bound together by a shared purpose and a common mission. Lean on each other for support, seek guidance from your mentors, and never hesitate to ask for help when you need it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kingery. It is my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Dr. Tim Robinson. I first met Tim at the headquarters of his Addiction Recovery Center in Louisa, Kentucky. The first thing that impressed me was the incredible kindness that he shared for those around him. It was a unique form of kindness mingled with passion. And he expressed that for people who were dealing with substance abuse disorder. After graduating from Cumberland College, Tim attended law school at the University of Kentucky before joining the law firm of Hogan and Robinson. Tim has also served for several years as a prosecutor, and it is perhaps this reason for his empathy, and it is in response perhaps both to his time in the prosecutor's office and his own struggles with alcohol addiction. There's a special compassion, I believe, that is formed by both conviction and personal struggle. Today, Tim operates more than 30 addiction recovery centers across Central Appalachia, serving thousands of clients. His service to the overall public health of Appalachia is why we have asked him to come and speak to you today. Therefore, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Tim Robinson.
I want to start by saying that it's an honor to get to address you today. I appreciate this university's good president and my friend, Dr. Burton Webb, for asking me to participate today. I had the pleasure to be present at the SOAR Gala last week to witness him receive the 2024 Appalachian Leadership Award, and it was well deserved. The University of Pikeville and our region is greatly benefited from your leadership, Dr. Webb. I appreciate this opportunity to talk to future medical leaders and graduates of this incredible Kentucky Christian University. I'm going to start today with a bold statement. If you hear me, it may help you overcome struggles in life that I have overcome and find the secret to living an abundant, joy-filled life. The bold statement, you, even in this room, even with all your accomplishments today, may be in poverty. I want to help inspire you specifically to overcome this personal poverty and live your God-given purpose and destiny. You may be asking, why does this guy think I have personal poverty? I hope to convince you that most likely you may be living in some sort of poverty. For some of you, it might be financial and social poverty. For others, it might be spiritual poverty. And for many, it might be purpose poverty. What makes me think I can tell you about all these aspects of poverty? Well, first, let me tell you my story. Before I do, let me say, you should be proud of yourself today. And this graduation should be a celebration. Not very many people ever have achieved the academic accomplishments that you all have today in this room. There may be multi-generational medical professionals in this class, and some of you may be first-generation college graduates. I was born in a home that didn't have indoor plumbing in the most rural part of Martin County, which borders this county to the north, and where in April of 1964, 60 years ago last week, Lyndon Johnson launched the War on Poverty, because at the time it was the poorest county in the nation. The place where I was born, Pigeon Roost, was the poorest part of the poorest county. No one in my family had ever gone to college. Most of my family were coal miners and dirt farmers on both sides. Education wasn't one of those things that seemed attainable, especially higher education. All four of my grandparents dropped out of school by 8th grade, and my mom was the only one of her 14 siblings to graduate high school. I was born into financial poverty, but God sent someone to change my trajectory. Right as I was starting high school, a local banker, Mike Duncan, called my dad and asked him to bring me to his office to meet me. In that meeting, he told me he saw a lot of potential in me and that he wanted to mentor me. That meeting that day started a mentoring relationship that continues today for now almost 35 years. He helped me to see my potential, and he encouraged me to consider going to Cumberland College, where he graduated from, and convinced me to spend the summer of my junior year of high school at Cumberland taking classes in their Summer Scholars program. That experience and his support and encouragement helped me to leave Martin County and finish a bachelor's degree and then a law degree. When I graduated from college, it was a historic day in my family tree. It was a historic day in breaking years of the generational poverty of lack of education. Then when I went on to graduate from the University of Kentucky College of Law, it broke another educational glass ceiling in a poor family that never dreamed about becoming professionals. That day, like you, I was excited. I was proud of myself. My family was proud. They were proud, and I thought my education would launch me into a career in law, which would provide the things that I thought would make me happy and get me out of poverty. The next chapter of my story confirms what Indian economist and philosopher Amartya Sen said. Poverty is not just a lack of money. It's not having the capability to realize one's full potential as a human being. After passing the Kentucky bar exam, I worked in economic development before joining a small town law practice and working with my law partner as an assistant prosecutor. Most people thought I was living the American dream, but behind the scenes, I was living a hellish life as a raging alcoholic. It was hidden from my family because I was not a person who drank in high school, and I was not a partier. For me, my first experimentation with alcohol came late in my college years. But the first time I drank alcohol, I found what I thought my life had been missing, or at least what I thought was the void. I was an occasional binge drinker at parties with my friends until the summer before I started law school. That summer, we found out that my mom, who was 42 at the time, had terminal lung cancer. She wouldn't let me delay starting or drop out of law school, so I drove back and forth from Inez to Lexington on the weekends. As she regressed, my alcoholism progressed, and by the time she passed away in the second semester of law school, alcohol had become what I turned to cope with all the stress. The academic stress of law school, the stress of coming from poverty and feel like I didn't belong, that I was an imposter rubbing shoulders with so many who were from wealthy and multi-generation professionals. With the great stress of watching my mom die slowly each weekend as cancer wasted away her life. With the suffocating stress, I justified my heavy drinking and told myself that once Mom passed away and I made it through my first year of law school, then I wouldn't drink as much. The drinking didn't stop. It got worse. I finished law school, passed the bar, even after drinking a half a gallon of bourbon the night before each test day. I couldn't even stay sober to take the biggest test of my life. My alcoholism just kept getting worse. Addiction always gets worse because alcohol and drug abuse impairs our coping mechanisms, and they break down. With tolerance that builds and diminishing coping skills, we require even more, whether it's alcohol or speed or cocaine or pills. And for a season it works until it doesn't, and it crashes our lives. No one except my drinking buddies saw my coming crash. My life from the outside had the characteristics that I wasn't living in poverty anymore. I had a six-figure income. I had a house with a pool in the nicest subdivision in my town. I had a new loaded SUV, a pretty girl that I thought I wanted to be with forever. I had all the things that someone born into poverty would need to escape poverty. But at night, I was crying myself to sleep and drinking myself to death. The alcohol use started out as a way to cope with my mom dying, and ended up being something that was not only controlling, but wrecking my life, causing financial problems, causing relationship problems, isolating me from family. And I was in such a bad place that I was considering ending my own pain and suffering by taking my own life. Once again, in my spiritual poverty, God sent a person to change my trajectory. A court bailiff and pastor, Rick May, without beating me over the head with a Bible, started talking to me about his faith in a very relational way, and got to know me in the courtroom each week, talking about our mutual love of bluegrass music. Months of Rick building a relationship with me and a hard weekend of heavy drinking. By that point, every time I drank, I would black out. I would drink so much. That weekend of heavy drinking and the relationship he built, that brought me to a decision. on Monday morning, December the 11th, 2006. I was severely hungover, sitting at my desk in the prosecutor's office when Rick came to visit me. I told him that I did not want to hear about Jesus. In fact, I told him I was crying myself to sleep in a fetal position, and if I couldn't meet Jesus today, I wish he would take his pistol and take me out in the field somewhere and shoot me because I did not want to keep living. He started smiling even though I was very emotional. He said I could know Jesus right then, and I told him I didn't know how to pray. He took my hands in his, and right there he led me to the Lord. And in that moment I surrendered my life to Jesus Christ. I stood up, and my pain and my shame, the things that were rolling me, that were weighting me down, rolled off my back. And I took the deepest breath, and I let out the most peaceful sigh of relief in my life. I looked at him and said, I want to be baptized as soon as possible. That Sunday morning at Saltpeter Christian Baptist Church in Fort Gay, West Virginia, where he was a minister, all my drinking buddies from all around the state showed up to see the spectacle of Tim Robinson being baptized. They were sure from that Sunday morning to Friday night I'd be back in the bars. That was 17 years ago, and I've been sober, and I've been following Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior ever since. My financial poverty coming to an end didn't give me the life I wanted, because spiritual poverty can't be overcome with education. It can't be overcome with money or titles or degrees or possessions. A relationship with God was what was missing in my life. I didn't need religion. I grew up with religious people, but I needed a relationship with God. The greatest obstacle to overcoming my spiritual poverty was that I thought Christianity and moralistic religion were the same thing. My church upbringing drove me away because a relationship with him wasn't the focus. The other obstacle was that I thought I was self-sufficient. I didn't want the God of my youth as I understood him, and I also didn't believe I needed him. See, you may be like me and think that you don't need him in your life. So far, being self-sufficient may be working. You're bright and you're smart and you've accomplished everything you've ever wanted to accomplish so far. No doubt this room is full of valedictorians and governor scholars and 30+ ACT scores. And everyone in this room is going to have a career that will allow you to earn in the top 1% in most communities. Many of you are in or will end up in spiritual poverty. I was, whether that's addiction or thinking that you can live life without God. I will rephrase a quote from an Indian American monk. It is spiritual poverty, not material lack, that lies at the core of all human suffering. That was my story, and I hope you don't have to suffer addictions and years of self-centered pursuits like I did, stuck in spiritual poverty. Poverty isn't overcome by wealth. It's overcome by hope. Finally, I've discussed my life of financial and spiritual poverty, but another poverty I want to talk to you about is the poverty of God's purpose. I can hear some of you in your mind right now say, I know my purpose. I'm joining one of the most purposeful careers I can join. I'm going to be a healer, and I'm going to be a medical or eye doctor. I will help people every day. I helped people as an attorney. I helped them even before I was a Christian. But when I first got saved, even though I continued to helping people, even though I was a Christian attorney who would pray with families I was helping in my office, I attended church. I sang horribly, I might say, in the church choir. I was God's lawyer helping my church, drafting articles of incorporation. I was tithing. I went to Bible study. I studied the Bible. I had a prayer life. And though life was better, a whole lot better, I became dissatisfied and unsettled. I was zealous in my faith and church attendance. Some weeks I'd go to church 5 to 7 times. And I really loved going to country revival services. The more I pursued God, though, it seemed the more unsettled and dissatisfied I was becoming. But once again, in his faithfulness, God sent someone to change my trajectory. The trajectory of a poverty of purpose. A revivalist was preaching at a small church in Louisa, and when he gave the altar call that night, I had a strange urge to come forward. I was confused. I'd been saved and baptized. I was going to church every chance I got. I couldn't spend more time in devotion, so I'm already a Christian, so why is there this drawing to go forward to the altar call? I convinced myself the final altar call he wasn't making wasn't for me. But then he spun around and said something that I knew was from God. He didn't know me, I didn't know him. That was the first time I ever met him. But he looked down that aisle and said, "This week when someone here is walking the halls of the courthouse, they will regret not coming to this altar." When I heard that, I jumped up and I went running to the altar. And when the preacher asked what he could pray for me, I said, without even thinking what was coming out of my mouth, "I want to give my whole life to God. I want my whole life to be about his purpose for me. I surrender it all for his purpose." He and other ministers gathered around me and put their hands on me. Theologically, I don't know what happened, but I felt this manifest power of God, and I surrendered my life to his purpose in that very moment. He knew I surrendered all, and I knew that I'd surrendered all. And I knew from that moment he would use me for his purpose and not mine. That was March of 2008. By August, God led me to resign as prosecutor and to give my law practice to my law partner to pursue starting a recovery ministry. On November 3rd, 2008, I woke up unemployed, and I had abandoned my plan and quit my career, and now my life was for his purpose. All we started with was my wife's great-grandmother's desk, the computer from my law office that I'd taken with me, and a $99 ugly Office Max desk chair. Someone asked me, what did I do that first day? They said, "Tim, did you Google how to start a drug rehab?" I replied, "No, Google wasn't a thing back then. I searched Yahoo on how to start a rehab." Were the coming months and years easy as I surrendered my life to God's purpose? No, life actually got a lot harder. 2 years in, we still hadn't opened a center. All of our savings were gone. Our house equity was gone. My house was on brink of foreclosure. I had my new SUV I was so proud of that I bought as a new attorney, repossessed. We had our son and didn't have health insurance, and we had to go to a free clinic. We rolled change to buy diapers and formula. We ate a lot of soup, beans, and cornbread. So, Tim, are you telling me you were back in poverty? No, not one day was poverty my reality. I might not have had money, but I wasn't in poverty. Some would ask me how I was doing with financial problems and how things were, and I'd reply that I loved what I was doing. I just wish God would give me a paycheck at some point to do it. I prayed a lot, and I tried quitting several times, but each time God would build my faith just enough to keep going. The last time I quit, God told me I wasn't approaching things the way he intended. As a volunteer, as a grassroots ministry. He told me in prayer to find how drug recovery was happening in other places. Once again, God sent someone to change my trajectory when he brought us a consultant, Linda Potier from Florida, to help us transition from a faith-based recovery house to a treatment center. That changed everything. We finally had funding to hire staff. I finally got a paycheck, and I wasn't a volunteer anymore. We were one of the first treatment centers in Kentucky to accept private insurance and became the first residential center in our state to admit a Medicaid patient in January of 2015. We were first because when the decision was made to accept Medicaid and help our poorest neighbors, God told us to pursue it immediately and that was our call. And so we were the first in line to get a license. That first admission was in 2015. This year, our organization, Addiction Recovery Care, will surpass the 75,000 persons served milestone. We're one of the largest addiction treatment companies in the eastern United States. We today have 35 facilities across Kentucky and will soon open facilities in Virginia and Ohio. I get the pleasure to lead a company that will soon have 1,500 employees. In addition to our addiction treatment facilities, we operate rural health clinics, a laboratory, a pharmacy, homeless outreach and shelters, a world-class infectious disease program, and in November of 2023, we opened our first psychiatric hospital near Ashland, Kentucky. On top of being one of the most comprehensive behavioral health systems in Appalachia, we launched a vocational rehabilitation program that has grown into an accredited college that will admit over 500 students in the next calendar year, many graduates of our recovery centers. Finally, those same students get an opportunity to learn and earn in more than a dozen social enterprises, including a welding fabrication shop, an auto and collision shop, catering service, restaurants, construction company, retail stores, lawn and landscape service, a recording studio, a professional theater, an events business, a farm, and soon to be a food innovation center. Along the way, we've been named a national best practice in taking someone from poverty to employment by the federal UHS Health and Human Services Department, and selected as the first and only provider to win the top award in the field of addiction recovery, the Beacon of Hope Award, at a gathering of over 4,000 addiction professionals from around the world. There are other recognitions and awards, and I don't list them to pat myself on the back or bring attention. My intent is to show you what God can do if you surrender your life to Him and pursue His purpose for your life. In closing, class, some of you all are in poverty. You may be coming out of financial poverty. You may find yourself in spiritual poverty, whether being trapped or about to be trapped in addiction. Or you may be serving as your own self-sufficient God. You may know Him and are trying to figure out where He fits in your coming career. You may be asking what surrendering your vocation to Him looks like. Here's what I can tell you. I'm not in poverty anymore. I lead a wonderful life full of joy and God's purpose, and you can too. You just have to pursue Him and surrender to Him, and as you do, I know that you all will have a platform to change lives. You'll be someone kids like me growing up in small towns look up to. And every day your encounters with patients will give you a chance to change someone's life. My entire story I have told today had a theme. Each time I was stuck in poverty, God sent someone to change my trajectory. Mike Duncan was sent by God as my mentor to inspire me to get an education and escape my financial poverty. My pastor, Rick May, was sent by God to lead me to Christ, to escape my spiritual poverty. Another preacher at a revival service was sent by God to urge me to surrender my life to God's purpose, helping me go from a purpose poverty to today I live God's destiny for my life. When that purpose was stalling, God sent a consultant to change the trajectory of our organization. You will get to be in your life someone that God can use to change the trajectory of someone else's life. Poverty is defeated by those that God uses to change the trajectory of other people's lives. He did it for me. People did it for me. He did it for me. He can do it for you, and you can be one of those people. I will leave you with a quote from Desmond Tutu. The essence of being human, that a person is a person only through other persons, that my humanity is caught up in yours. I'm only fully me, only if you're all that you can be. Graduates, open your heart to God's plan for your life. There are thousands of people in underserved areas that are waiting for you to answer God's call to come serve them. Congratulations. It's been an honor to get to address you today. And my prayer is that you will come to know the hope that is in Him, and that you would fully live your God-given purpose and destiny.
Mother's Day. Everyone loves their mama, so why let your mother suffer another day with that old device of hers? Hook Mom up with a brand new iPhone 13 for a penny at Appalachian Wireless. 1 penny for an iPhone 13 on a 2-year contract with the Mix and Match or Appalachian Unlimited plan. Offer good in stores only and good through May 17th. Terms and conditions may apply. Your mom deserves the best. Come see us today. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jennifer Burke Elliott, attorney at law, is here to assist you with all your legal needs. From car wrecks to family law to general wills and deeds, she can help you sort through your legal issues. Jennifer has practiced law for over 30 years and is ready, willing, and able to guide you through the process. Jennifer Burke Elliott is located at 107 South Arnold Avenue in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, inside the historic Harkins building. Call 886-9937 to set up your appointment.
Modern smart security systems provide constant peace of mind with access to your camera and connected devices anywhere and anytime with our easy-to-use app. Upgrade to a smart security now with Gearhart Security and rest easy with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call today at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote. Financing options are available. Gearhart Security. Safety, security, peace of mind for your home or business.
Ashley Tackett Lafferty's record in Frankfurt is proof that we can count on her to defend traditional mountain values in working families. She votes to protect life, strengthen education, support first responders, and protect our Second Amendment. That's why she's been endorsed by teachers, coal miners, police officers, and the NRA. Ashley Tackett Lafferty is our trusted voice in the Kentucky House. Re-elect Ashley Tackett Lafferty. She fights for us.
With the power of fiber optics enhancing our network, Gearhart Broadband will fiber optimize your life. Optimize your internet with fast, reliable download speeds, powered by Plume Whole Home Wi-Fi. Optimize video streaming and gaming with no buffering or lag time. And optimize your connections for work, learning, and family fun. Fiber optimize your life today. Call or visit Gearhart Fiber online to upgrade.
Thank you, Dr. Robinson. Inspiring words. We appreciate that today. The doctoral degree represents the highest level of learning recognized by the Academy. Under extraordinary circumstances, when an individual demonstrates a high level of accomplishment and service, the Academy bestows upon that individual its highest level of recognition for public service, and that is the honorary doctorate. We believe that Dr. Tim Robinson represents this highest level of achievement, and we are proud to recognize him today.
Will Dr. Robinson please rise and approach the podium? Hello. Mr. President, as Provost, I have the honor to present to you Dr. Tim Robinson.
Dr. Robinson, in recognition of your outstanding leadership of the addiction recovery centers, in honor of your personal commitment to improving the health and well-being of the people with substance abuse disorder and their families, and in gratitude for your lifetime of service dedicated to improving the public health outcomes for people throughout Central Appalachia, the faculty and Board of Trustees of the University of Pikeville bestow upon you this honorary degree. Therefore, Dr. Robinson, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pikeville, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations. You're now an alumnus and a lifelong bear.
Mr. President, I have the honor to bring to your attention the members of the Kentucky College of Optometry class of 2024 and the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine class of 2024, who are candidates for their respective degrees. I hereby certify that these candidates have met all of the requirements established by the faculty for the degree which the university awards and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. The candidates are now ready to receive their degrees.
Are you ready? All right. This is the good part. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pikeville, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree to which you have labored so long. The Doctor of Optometry or the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. You are now officially graduates of the University of Pikeville. Congratulations.
Mr. President, it is with great pleasure to introduce the Kentucky College of Optometry class of 2024. Graduates, please rise and come to the stage. Dr. Winston Mackenzie Akers. Dr. Joshua C. Arnett. Dr. Kelly Cahill Bullard. Dr. Carrie Graham Burris. Dr. Haley Champion Cottle. Dr. Jalen Thomas Cook. Dr. Caitlin Rose Creekmore. Dr. Zachary Killen Day. Dr. Madison Faith Dillon. Dr. Charles A. Dotson III. Dr. Mark A. Eves. Dr. Joshua Allen Elam. Dr. Sarah Jean Eldridge. Dr. Murray Cuthbert Faulkner III. Dr. Claire Elizabeth Forsyth. Dr. Joshua D. Griffith. Dr. Adriana Michelle Skylin Guardiola. Dr. Courtney Karen Hansel. Dr. Michaela G. Haar. Dr. Lauren Michelle Heitkamp. Dr. Holly Turner Hogarth. Dr. Haley Jo Horner. Dr. Cheryl Lasella Jenkins. Dr. Swetha Jinka. Dr. Trevor W. Johnson. Dr. Tawny Marie Justice. Dr. Jacob Daniel Locke. Dr. Casey L. Manning. Dr. Madeline Renee Mara. Dr. Hannah Elizabeth Massengale. Dr. Dalton Douglas McGaw. Dr. Savannah McKaylin Meyer. Dr. Celestine Rose Miller. Dr. Sarah F. Milliken. Dr. Brittany Dawn Morris. Dr. Caroline Shalani Posse. Dr. Morgan Elizabeth Peters. Dr. Allison L. Petty. Dr. Jacob Vaughn Plumley. Dr. Luke Allen Roten. He'll be hooded by Dr. Maddie Roten. This is her first graduation. She didn't make it to 2020 because of COVID. Dr. Seth Alexander Ryan. He'll be hooded by Dr. M.W. Ryan, Jr. Dr. Joshua Allen Russell. Dr. April J. Sayavan. Dr. Kendall Jade Shookman. Should be hooded by Dr. Robert Lawver. Dr. Brandon Marshall Smith. Dr. Elizabeth A. Smith. Dr. Hunter N. Smith. Dr. Sarah Ann Smith. Dr. Stephen Truong. Dr. Nicholas Peter Virgos. He'll be hooded by Dr. Peter Virgos. Dr. Emily Grace Workman. Dr. Jacob C. Yates. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Mr. President, it is with great pleasure that I introduce the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine class of 2024. Graduates, please rise and come to the stage. Dr. Mortada A. Alamiri, hooded by Malicia Hopkins, DO. Dr. Achilles Matthew Alexander, Dr. Ahmad Mohammed Ali, hooded by Nasha Abu Ghali, MD. Dr. Colton Louis Hamburger, Dr. K. Joseph Amrin, Dr. Hamza Ahmed Ashfaq, hooded by Muhammad Ashfaq, MD. Dr. Simon Brendan Bactavar, Dr. Aisha Abdul Rahman Bagia, Dr. Ryland Banks, Dr. Erica Sue Bell, Dr. Oleg Belishev, hooded by Caroline Belishev, DDS. Dr. Brooke Marie Benjamin, Dr. Alec Dwayne Birch, hooded by James R. Birch, DO. Dr. Andrew Michael Bixler, hooded by G. Michael Bixler, MD. Dr. Brendan James Black, hooded by Mark J. Black, DDS. Dr. Caleb Brennan Bowen, I know. Dr. Fisnik Sake, hooded by Fatyon Sake, JD. Dr. Althea Laurel Campbell, Dr. Savannah Page Carthy, hooded by Joshua Carthy, MD. Dr. Megan Renee Carugati, hooded by Alicia Fields, DO. Dr. Callie Nicole Cato. Dr. Rachel Chauvin, hooded by Damien Cole, DO. Dr. Bharath Vamsi Chitrala, hooded by Ty Sletton, MD. Dr. Marco Ciavalia. Dr. Zachary Aaron Combs. Dr. Alexis Jordan Conley Murray, hooded by Hannah Miller, DO. Dr. Dia Das, hooded by Bimman Das, PhD. Dr. Rikiela Denninger, hooded by Małgorzata Sim, PhD. Dr. Emily May Drain, Dr. Dakota Brian Abley, Dr. Austin Wayne Elswick, Dr. Mark Fowler, Dr. Jennifer Hart Foley, hooded by Candy Griffey, DO. Dr. Andrew Herbert Giles, Dr. Daniel Iris Goodman, hooded by Dale Allen Goodman, MD.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to pause just for one moment. Today happens to be a historic time with Dr. Hoodman's hooding. It's the 2000th graduate for the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine.
You are 2001.
Thank you. KYCOM is starting its 25th year as we celebrate history and legacy and faculty. Thank you so much for celebrating with us.
Dr. Olivia Marie Leah Groves. Dr. Gillian Sarah Gorney, hooded by Scott Gorney, JD. Dr. Samantha Jo Hamilton, hooded by Ian Keith, DO. Dr. Anna Catherine Hargrave, hooded by Joseph Hargrave, OD. Dr. Mohammed Jafar Hashim, hooded by Jafar Jawad, MD. Dr. Amani Hassana, Dr. Colin Reese Hathorn, Dr. Bailey Cartland Herbert, Dr. Megan Claire Hennon, Dr. Fernando Alberto Hernandez, Dr. Christine Ann Herrera, Dr. Abdul R. Hijazi, Dr. Elizabeth Mary Hollis, hooded by Michael Carnes, DO. Dr. Mahnur Humayun, hooded by Nahim Tahir, MD. Dr. Nashir Askar Hussain, hooded by Shabar Hussain, MD. Dr. Tiffany Catherine Isaacs, Dr. Jordan Lee Jones. Dr. Samantha Bailey Jocelyn. Dr. Andrea Lynn Justice. Dr. Haley Justice. Dr. Nathan Vincent Kaufman, hooded by Steve Kaufman, DO. Dr. Faiha Rafia Khan, hooded by Arshad Khan, MD. Dr. Rachel Elizabeth Cook, hooded by Jennifer Cook, PhD. Dr. Arthi Krishna, hooded by Kotekai Krishna, PhD. Dr. Eric Andrew Ligotsky. Dr. Emily Holdren Likings, hooded by Benjamin Joseph Likings, MD. Dr. Brion Alan Long, hooded by Lindy Nettleton, DO. Dr. V. Tan Lu. Dr. Deepa Manda, hooded by Divya Manda, MD. Dr. Killian Lear Mark. Dr. Joshua Eric Martin. Dr. Jessica Alexis Meadows. Dr. Raven J. Melsom. Dr. Caroline Suzanne Mifsud, hooded by Kathleen Bartunek, MD. Dr. Jacob Wilbur Miller. Dr. Shreyas Jai Prakash Modi. Dr. A. Ayman Mohammed, Khudit by Jihan Ibrahim, MD. Dr. Chelsea Renee Myers, Khudit by Deborah Myers Ebner, DVM. Congratulations. Dr. Mohammed Arif Fuzon Narvel, Khudit by Fuzon Narvel, MD. Dr. Taylor Ian Wynn. Dr. Mackenzie Gibson Nichols, Khudit by Clay Nichols, DO. Dr. Elizabeth Ann O'Connor. Dr. William Allen Olson. Dr. John Bernard Page. Dr. Kelsey Lane Parker. Dr. J. Shailesh Patel. Dr. Adrian Alexander Paul. Dr. Megan Ruth Pitch. Dr. Austin James Pippen. Dr. David Harold Pullman. Dr. Colton Wade Putnam, Khudit by J. Derek Sword, DO. Dr. Andrea Quach. Dr. Caitlin Marie Quick, hooded by Candy Griffey, DO. You are hooded by, where is it? Dr. Curtis Ryan Rapier, hooded by J. Derek Sword, DO. Dr. Monisha Raikraj, hooded by Suresh Raikraj, MD. Dr. Jersel A. Respicio, Dr. Cody Rice, hooded by Douglas J. Beringer, JD. Dr. Hunter Christian Ricketts, hooded by Zone Sentinel, PhD, CRNA. Dr. Sarah Beth Roberts, Dr. Ria Rupani, Dr. Abigail Grace Rui, hooded by Lindy Nettleton, DO. Dr. Donatas Ruzis. Dr. Kenneth E. Salan, Jr. Dr. Rebecca Sophia Samuels, hooded by Peter Samuels, DDS. Dr. Montana Timothy Shemansky. Dr. Diana J. Schweitzer, who Dr. Malavika Sita, hooded by Prakshal Jain, DO. Dr. Shriyani Sengupta, hooded by Dhiman Sengupta, PhD. Dr. Namra Shafi, hooded by Syed Yavara Shafi, Farm D. Dr. James Shaughnessy. Dr. Ludmila Shimkiv, hooded by Sham Patel, DO. Dr. Hannah Blair Skaggs Sparks. Dr. Michelle Alisa Slattery. Dr. Joshua Aaron Smith. Dr. Shrivali Srivangipuram, hooded by Sudarsana Srivangipuram, MD. Dr. Melinda Sue Taylor, hooded by Megan Thomas, DO. Dr. Jason Chie Shang Tay. Dr. Micah Elmore Thomas, hooded by Jacob Thomas, DPT. Dr. Emily Danielle Almeida Tishkov, hooded by Nicole Almeida, JD. Dr. Kua Dang Tran. Dr. Cody Gavin Trude, hooded by Ryan Koch, DMD. Dr. Daniel Aaron Wilson. Dr. Benjamin Lewis Wolf. Dr. Quintin A. Vottring. Dr. Jonathan Joseph Yelda, hooded by Stacy Yelda, JD. Congratulations, class 2024.
At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Logan Richard, member of the UPIKE Board of Trustees and KYCO class of 2021, to come forward and address the class of 2024.
Good morning. It is my great honor as an alumnus of the Kentucky College of Optometry, class of 2021, to congratulate you all, the collective class of 2024. As you complete this monumental journey, you're going to begin the next chapter of life. I wish you the very best in all of your endeavors. To the new optometrists, it is my pleasure to be among the first to welcome you as a colleague and as a fellow doctor of optometry. Today, you join the ranks of over 200 graduates of the Kentucky College of Optometry, and you are now a part of a legacy of health professions education at the University of Pikeville. Congratulations to each one of you. What you have done is not easy. It takes determination and sacrifice, and you have finally accomplished the goal. As Dr. Reeder was recalling the COVID, all of the stuff that went along with that, I had flashbacks. I had kind of regressed or suppressed all of that memory. It came along in the middle of my third year, and so I just want to recognize you and your perseverance. It is awesome. To all of the graduates today, as you head out on the next phase of your journey, it is my sincerest hope that you will keep in mind that this legacy of excellence does not happen without effort, without careful planning, and without support from those who have gone before us. So consider this your invitation to be a part of helping to maintain this legacy by getting involved as an alumnus to help pave the way for those coming behind you, and to help make UPike an even better place to receive an education that will change lives far beyond the borders of our campus. Enjoy your moment today, and congratulations once again, and may God bless each one of you.
You have worked hard for this day, years and years, and it's finally here. Graduation day. To all graduates, Appalachian Wireless would like to say congratulations. Celebrate with a brand new iPhone 13 for a penny. 1 penny for an iPhone 13 on a 2-year contract with a mix and match or Appalachian Unlimited plan. Offer good in stores only and good through May 17th. Terms and conditions apply. You'll make connections moving forward, graduates, so go with Appalachian Wireless where your connection matters most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Why is this man so happy? He's got advantage checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage checking from Community Trust Bank.
Smart Home Security provides you with peace of mind by giving you access to your home, cameras, and connected devices from anywhere with one easy-to-use app. Stop worrying and upgrade to a smart home with Gearhart Security and rest easy with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote and to learn more about our financing options and how to save with our referral program. Gearhart Security. Safety, security, peace of mind for your home or business.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now uses 16 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. 4K streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get the faster speeds to meet your needs with up to 1 gig from Gearhart Fiber. 800-635-7052. Visit us at fiber.gearhart.com.
Dreaming of watching what you want, when you want, where you want? Stop dreaming and start streaming with Gearhart TV. Watch hundreds of choices on your favorite devices with the power of cloud DVR. Start over and replay TV, personal profiles with parental controls, free TV on demand, and TV everywhere to watch on mobile devices from anywhere. Gearhart TV makes your streaming dreams come true at great low rates. Get in touch now to sign up.
Jennifer Burke Elliott, attorney at law, is here to assist you with all your legal needs. From car wrecks to family law to general wills and deeds, she can help you sort through your legal issues. Jennifer has practiced law for over 30 years and is ready, willing, and able to guide you through the process. Jennifer Burke Elliott is located at 107 South Arnold Avenue in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, inside the historic Harkins building. Call 886-9937 to set up your appointment.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Joey Hammond, President of the Kentucky Optometric Association, for the administration of the optometric oath.
Good morning. On behalf of the Kentucky Optometric Association, I want to congratulate the class of 2024. I am honored to be asked to join you today as you earn your designation as Doctors of Optometry. You have worked incredibly hard to make it to this point, and as your journey as a student is coming to an end, your journey as a Doctor of Optometry is just now beginning. While this new journey is exciting, with it comes much responsibility. Organizations like the Kentucky Optometric Association and the American Optometric Association have spent decades working to advance and protect our beloved profession, and the fruits of their labors have been passed directly on to our patients. We all have certain obligations we must uphold to our patients, to our colleagues, to our profession, and to our world as a whole. It is with that in mind that I now invite you to raise your right hand and recite with me our optometric oath. With full deliberation, I freely and solemnly pledge that I affirm that the health of my patient will be my first consideration. You can just recite with me, sorry. I will practice the art and science of optometry faithfully and conscientiously and to the fullest scope of my competence. I will uphold and honorably promote by example and action the highest standards, ethics, and ideals of my chosen profession and the honor of the degree Doctor of Optometry which has been granted me. I will provide professional care for the diverse populations who seek my services with concern, with compassion, and with due regard for their human rights and dignity. I will work to expand access to quality care and improve health equity for all communities. I will place the treatment of those who seek my care above personal gain and strive to see that none shall lack for proper care. I will hold as privileged and inviolable all information entrusted to me in confidence by my patients. I will advise my patients fully and honestly of all which may serve to restore, maintain, or enhance their vision and general health. I will strive continuously to broaden my knowledge and skills so that my patients may benefit from all new and efficacious means to enhance the care of human vision. I will share information cordially and unselfishly with my fellow doctors of optometry and other professionals for the benefit of patients and the advancement of human knowledge and welfare. I will do my utmost to serve my community, my country, and humankind as a citizen as well as a doctor of optometry. I hereby commit myself to be steadfast in the performance of this, my solemn oath and obligation. Again, congratulations, class of 2024. I look forward to watching our newest generation of optometrists flourish and positively impact our patients across our Commonwealth and our country. Thank you.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Lauren Griffin, KYCOM's Associate Dean of Osteopathic Principles and Practices Integration for the administration of the Osteopathic Oath.
Would the graduates of Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine, class of 24, please stand up and turn in your book to the Osteopathic Oath so we can recite it together. Loudly like we mean it. All right. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it may be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation and never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college, I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts and develop the principles of osteopathy, which were first enunciated by Andrews Taylor Still. Congratulations, doctors. I'm so proud of each and every one of you.
Members of the Kentucky College of Optometry class of 2024, you have completed 4 years of study in the classroom, laboratory, and clinics. You have shown resilience. You have demonstrated your skill and knowledge. You have shown compassion in the care of patients. Remember today that you did not get here alone. You arrived here together with the support of your friends, family, and faculty. I hope you will take a moment today to thank them. Your faculty are so very proud of you and so proud to call you our colleagues. We can't wait to see the impact you will make and how you will grow our profession. Practice with care, practice with compassion, keep listening, keep learning. You may be the only healthcare provider your patients see because they need a new pair of glasses or their vision's blurry. Connect in your communities so you can connect to further care. Serve. You will be better for it. Be inspiring, share your journeys, lead others into this wonderful profession. You can and will make a difference. It now gives me great pleasure to present the newest doctors of optometry in the United States, the members of the Kentucky College of Optometry, class of 2024. Congratulations.
Members of the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine class of 2024, before I officially present you as a class of new osteopathic physicians, I want to ask that sometime today you take a few moments to say thanks and show appreciation to your family and friends who supported you along this journey. KYCOM class of 2024, you have distinguished yourselves as a class of leaders. You have performed admirably during your years at KYCOM and have enhanced the reputation of our fine College of Osteopathic Medicine. You have now joined a proud profession that values the relationship between physician and patient, seeks health, and recognizes that a person's health depends on the body, mind, and spirit. As you begin your career as an osteopathic physician, I challenge you to continue to be a leader in your profession and in your community. Also remember that while you may be leaving us physically, you will always be a part of the KYCOM family. It is now with great pleasure that I present the newest osteopathic physicians in the United States. Congratulations, class of 2024.
May I introduce Dr. Seth Ryan, valedictorian of the KYCO class of 2024.
Good morning. So, when I shared with my co-extern at the Cincinnati VA that I had the honor to represent our class as valedictorian and give a 5-minute speech at commencement, he said, wow, it's an awful lot of work for 5 minutes. And here we are, we've wasted the first 20 seconds. So we're gonna do the thank yous, right? I wanna thank God for guiding me down this path, my lovely wife, Caitlin, for the many years of support and the sacrifices that she made on my behalf. I love you dearly, and I couldn't have achieved this without you. To my father, Dr. M.W. Ryan Jr., and my mother, Susan, Dad, congratulations on 50 years of optometric practice. Mom, I love you very much. You can stop saying I told you so. To the other friends and family who have loved me and supported me through the years, there are too many of you to name in such a short time. I owe you a wealth of gratitude. I want to recognize members of the Knoxville optometric community, particularly Dr. David Patton, Drs. Shane and Michelle Presson for their support, and of course, Reese Chase and the staff members at East Tennessee Binocular Vision Center. To the faculty and staff of UPIKE and KYCO, thank you for all the knowledge that you brought to us and for ensuring that our class isn't about to go out and manufacture an army of binocular people. To our colleagues graduating from KYCOM, congratulations, doctors. And of course, my classmates, you guys flippin' did it. I'm so proud of you, and I'm happy to be counted amongst a fine group of young eye care professionals, especially since some of us aren't so young anymore. Mark. But there are some individuals who cannot be with us today, and I believe that these people deserve the lion's share of my time. However, this does mean that we are gonna have to work a couple of case examples for the road. So an 80-year-old female presents for a comprehensive eye examination. I have the privilege of being her technician, and 4 years of economics at the University of Tennessee did not spare me from checking visual acuity at Dad's office. And I'm working on a chart, and she says to me, "You're a nice young man." Well, thanks. You should be a doctor. And I froze because when a sweet old lady tells you something like that, you don't argue. I never envisioned myself in that role, never considered myself ambitious enough or intelligent enough to accomplish such a thing. But I didn't know if it was later that day, that month, or that year, but at some point, I started to believe her. Our next case is a 17-year-old young man who presents for a follow-up on his glasses. This young man had been in a car accident and had suffered a brain injury, which had left him in a wheelchair. And when I did his workup, I thought that my patient was nonverbal. And then my dad walked in. And suddenly, this kid would not shut up. But he would only say one thing: "I love you, Dr. Ryan," over and over again. And that's when I felt it. It was a long-lost feeling that you have when you're a little kid, that you lose when you grow up, and I was fortunate enough to rediscover that day. It was that feeling that I wanted to be just like my dad. And so I made myself a promise. I made myself a promise that as long as it is within my power, somewhere out there, there will be a Dr. Ryan for that kid or any other kid that needs him, as long as I can. So today, let's recognize the people that put me here, and for that matter, put the rest of you here. The people that must go unnamed because, let's face it, we should not start with a HIPAA violation. Our patients. Because if I've learned anything over 8.5 years in eye care, it's not about pressures, it's not about refractions, it's about kindness and compassion, and delivering that to any person who trusts you enough to walk into your room and sit in your chair. So I humbly wish to remind all of the eye care and other healthcare professionals here today, whether you are class of 2024 or class of 1974, do not forget the impact that you have on people, and never take for granted the impact that patients can have on you. As we part company today, we embark on an incredible career that will change the way that countless people will see across the United States. You are not going to get the diagnosis right every time. You are still human. You will make mistakes, but always care for the person, and you will make our profession special. No pressure. You guys are gonna do great things. So I'm gonna close with a quote from my favorite British science fiction TV show, Doctor Who. So for those of you who aren't massive nerds like me and have not seen this, the Doctor is an alien, and when he, she, or they becomes mortally wounded, he, she, or they transforms into a new Doctor, and that's how you get 60 years of science fiction television. So these are the final words of my favorite iteration, the 12th Doctor, as he addresses the new Doctor that he's about to become. You wait a moment, Doctor. Let's get it right. I've got a few things to say to you. Basic stuff first. Never be cruel, never be cowardly, and never ever eat pears. Remember that hate is always foolish and love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. Run hard, live fast, be kind. Doctor, I let you go. Thank you, everyone, and may the force be with you.
Now may I introduce Dr. Malavika Sitha, President of the KYCOM class of 2024.
Well, I'll try to follow that. It's a little hard. Dear fellow graduates, esteemed faculty, proud family members, and distinguished guests, it is my honor to address you all here today as the class president for KYCOM's class of 2024. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey as we gather here to celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and unwavering determination. As we stand on the threshold of our medical school graduation, we are filled with a profound sense of accomplishment and gratitude. It goes without saying that our accomplishment today is not just ours, but also the individuals who have supported us thus far. Faculty, parents, significant others, friends, and well-wishers. Without their support of our esteemed faculty and their guidance, reaching here today would have been harder than it already was. Missing out on family dinners, vacations, or even FaceTime calls have been the sacrifices our loved ones have made to see us on the stage today. So to those of you sitting behind me, out in the crowd, and at home around the world, thank you. This would not have been possible without you. Reflecting on our time in medical school, we can all attest to the challenges we have faced, the sacrifices we have made, and the obstacles that we have overcome. We have spent countless hours studying, honing our clinical skills, and immersing ourselves in the art and science of medicine. Along the way, we have forged lifelong friendships, embraced diversity, and cultivated empathy. Even in the face of unprecedented challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic, our resilience and adaptability have been put to test, from learning virtually to now about to start our journey as physicians. Yet, in the midst of adversity, we have witnessed the remarkable courage and compassion of healthcare workers around the world. Let their example inspire us to rise above the challenges that lie ahead. As we stand on the threshold of a new chapter in our lives, let us embrace the opportunities that lie ahead with optimism, courage, and a sense of purpose. Let us never lose the sight of the values that have guided us thus far: integrity, empathy, and a commitment to lifelong learning. And let us always remember that as physicians, we have the privilege of touching lives, making a difference, and leaving a lasting legacy of healing and compassion.
Congratulations, my fellow graduates, on this momentous achievement. May your journey ahead be filled with meaning, fulfillment, and endless possibilities. And may you always strive to uphold the highest ideals of our noble profession. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as your class president. It has been an honor and a privilege. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us all. Thank you and congratulations once again.
Thank you, Dr. Sitha and Dr. Ryan, for those words. Deeply appreciated. Students, I think I've got one more quick assignment for you. If you would all stand, please, all the graduates of both classes. Somewhere in this building, you have supporters. Do you know where they are? Find them, point to them, wave to them. They want to take one more picture. They'll be able to zoom in. All right, family members, can you join your students and please stand? Please remain standing for our final tradition, and that is the singing of My Old Kentucky Home by Isabella Coleman. Remain standing for the benediction, which will be provided by Dr. Hannah Sparks.
On the old Kentucky home, 'tis summer, all's happy and bright. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. Weep no more, my lady, oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away. Weep no more, my lady, oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away.
This concludes the ceremony for the University of Pikeville's Kentucky College of Optometry and Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine. Thank you for coming. Safe travels and Godspeed.
We're going to pray first, okay? Please bow your heads and pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to be here today to celebrate this milestone in the lives of these graduates. I pray that wherever the next step in our journeys may be, we feel joy and accomplishment for how far we've come. I pray you give us the perspective to see each new challenge we face as a learning opportunity, and that you give us humility and give us confidence so that we all know that we're exactly where we're supposed to be. I pray this class will seek you through all the many victories and all the failures that come with our professions, and that you'll help us find comfort in knowing that these belong to you. I pray as we reflect on the sacrifices we've made and the obstacles that we've overcome to be here, we see how you're with us every step of the way. And I ask that you continue to walk alongside this class and mold us to be a reflection of you in our futures as leaders, educators, and physicians. And lastly, I ask that you watch over all of us and the family and friends who've traveled here today, and you provide protection and safe travels to everyone as we travel home and into the next phase of our lives. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Mother's Day. Everyone loves their mama, so why let your mother suffer another day with that old device of hers? Hook mom up with a brand new iPhone 13 for a penny at Appalachian Wireless. 1 penny for an iPhone 13 on a 2-year contract with the Mix and Match or Appalachian Unlimited plan. Offer good in stores only and good through May 17th. Terms and conditions may apply. Your mom deserves the best. Come see us today. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Modern smart security systems provide constant peace of mind with access to your camera and connected devices anywhere and anytime with our easy-to-use app. Upgrade to a smart security now with Gearhart Security and rest easy with 24/7 professional monitoring. Give us a call today at 1-800-264-1730 for a free quote. Financing options are available. Gearhart Security. Safety, security, peace of mind for your home or business.
Ashley Tackett Lafferty's record in Frankfurt is proof that we can count on her to defend traditional mountain values in working families. She votes to protect life, strengthen education, support first responders, and protect our Second Amendment. That's why she's been endorsed by teachers, coal miners, police officers, and the NRA. Ashley Tackett Lafferty is our trusted voice in the Kentucky House. Re-elect Ashley Tackett Lafferty. She fights for us.
In 2022, 1 in 200 Americans found themselves victims to cybercrime. Internet theft and open Wi-Fi networks are one way for criminals to access your personal information and devices. So what can you do to protect yourself? Always use a secure password for your home Wi-Fi network and get Plume Adaptive Wi-Fi from Gearhart Broadband. Starting at just $4.98 per month, you can have a custom Wi-Fi network with built-in security and parental controls. Find out more today at imctv.com/Plume and get protected.
Jennifer Burke Elliott, attorney at law, is here to assist you with all your legal needs. From car wrecks to family law to general wills and deeds, she can help you sort through your legal issues. Jennifer has practiced law for over 30 years and is ready, willing, and able to guide you through the process. Jennifer Burke Elliott is located at 107 South Arnold Avenue in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, inside the historic Harkins building. Call 886-9937 to set up your appointment.
Dreaming of watching what you want, when you want, where you want? Stop dreaming and start streaming with Gearhart TV. Watch hundreds of choices on your favorite devices with the power of cloud DVR. Start over and replay TV, personal profiles with parental controls, free TV on demand, and TV everywhere to watch on mobile devices from anywhere. Gearhart TV makes your streaming dreams come true at great low rates. Get in touch now to sign up.
Why is this man so happy? He's got advantage checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage checking from Community Trust Bank.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now uses 16 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. 4K streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get the faster speeds to meet your needs with up to 1 gig from Gearhart Fiber. 800-635-7052. Visit us at fiber.gearhart.com.